getting back to the whole like slow and steady wins the race con, it's a complete con. I know for a fact that I can get you guys so much more successful by just changing your understanding of time. And that means a lot of things in a lot of different areas of this business, but specifically like getting back to the whole like slow and steady wins the race con, it's a complete con, right? And that was sold to you, by the way, most likely by Wall Street, telling you to invest in your future, like put money away, slow and steady wins the race. Don't try to go and, speculate on one big uptick and then it crashes, because we want you speculating on this long-term growth of your retirement when you reach 60 years old. And I'm gonna tell you something, that program ain't going to work. And you guys need to understand that. And that needs to, even if it, let's just say for some of you guys that are just hitting that age right now, maybe it did work per se, but I bet you if you could do it over, if you're 65 years old now and you're just getting that 401k and it's kind of grown year over year, and if you could go, what if I could have went so much quicker, so much faster earlier on in life, and then use these years of, when you're young and you're in good health and you can go and travel and do these things that you would want to do back then when you were in a different space. I think a lot of people would say, I'm not saying they'd have regrets, but if they could do it quicker and faster and not just be on this like slow and steady, it's 60 years out. Like how demotivating is a 401k? Like kill me now.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There ain't no way I'm making it to 65. I'll tell you guys that right now. Not a chance. I live way too fast. Right. And so like, if that's the Super Bowl I'm looking for, nah. So I got to move my Super Bowl up a lot sooner. I want to get in the end zone, winning some championships now. And really, that's just bending time into my favor and going, all right, it's not so slow and steady wins the race. It's consistency wins the race, and consistency has no speedometer on it. Consistency is I'm going to do this every day, and I'm going to consistently do it this fast. And if I can go this fast tomorrow, great. But I'm going to consistently do something. Slow is a good way to go broke. Slow is a good way to be under someone's hand for the rest of your life. Slow is a good way to be manipulated and controlled by a corporation or by a boss or by a company. That's what slow is. That's why if I am running the show and I'm trying to keep you on or working for me, I'm going to give you your benefit package that you can't leave because, oh my God, God forbid that you had to pay for it out of your own pocket because you make shit tons of money now. Right? It's so much of what we've been indoctrinated with from a historical standpoint is really, it's so flawed against the average person.
Right.
It's so weighted in the hands of the super, super smart, crafty, and bright entrepreneurs that go, I just need to control more people. And so I got to get them on the propaganda train of believing that slow and steady, stick your job out, get a gold freaking watch, sucker, and I'll slap you on the tush and you can go live the rest of your life, in retirement. It's going to be so great. What a bullshit freaking lie that is.
Yeah. Totally. I think the best advice I've ever gotten in my life was, I forget how old I was. I was in like middle school or something. And I saw someone with a McLaren. So I don't know why I went up to them and said, hey, like, I want to be successful. I want to drive my car one day. What's kind of your advice? And they basically said, don't ever listen to advice of people who don't have what you want. And that was it. Like, and that was something I just, from that moment forward, anything for me, it's like, I'm not hanging around people who don't have the money I have, right? Like, anything I do is it's why I moved to San Francisco. I want to be around people who have the intelligence I want to have, right? So I think it's really important for everyone here, like, just whatever you get sold or whatever beliefs you have, the best thing you got to look at is have this honest moment with yourself and saying, well, how's that belief working out for you? How's the 401k belief working out for you? How's the, like, all these beliefs, it's like we say them and then we don't ever stop and say, well, I've been believing this for 20 years and it's serving me nothing. In 20 years, it's done nothing for me. And you look at the people who have all the great success and they do none of that stuff. And so I think it's really important to, like, find models of people or just look at models that mimic the life you want to live, and then look at what they're doing, not what they're saying, but what are they doing? And if you look at banks too, it's interesting. What do they say? Save all your cash, put it in a checking account.
Huh.
The bank makes $0 from, like, they don't even keep the money themselves. They go loan it 9 times out. So what are they saying? They're saying to save it. The bank itself doesn't do that, right? So I think it's important with whatever someone says, like, let's actually boil what they're doing.